Good evening, everybody. My name is Matthew Condrup, better known as Matty K. I am the owner of the Matty K Travel Group, including Castle Vacations and MK Destination Weddings. We are based here out of New York. A lot of people have been telling me I should start a YouTube channel. I'm taking them up on it. I got one of these fancy sets of headphones, microphone, cameras, etc. But the question that comes about, even from friends of mine, other salespeople, other people in the industry, is why do I need a travel agent? What do you do for me that I can't go on to an online travel agency? We're not going to use their names, but places that you can just go online, click a button, and book it and be done. And I could tell you in the past week and a half, I have shown our value as travel agents. And I don't even like to use the word travel agent, I'm more of a travel advisor of how things go. And I'll give you a quick story. I like to try to keep my videos kind of short, even with my agents. And I run an agency of about 50 agents. Bear with me. I recently actually just had back surgery, so I'm kind of antsy a little bit sitting here in a chair. Client calls up. They went on to XYZ travel agency online, saw a package going from New York JFK down to Cancun, Mexico. Beautiful five-star resort, oceanfront view, the whole kit and caboodle. And they're like, Matt, it's $2,500. I go onto my system and I look and I'm like, $2,500? There's no way. It's like $4,200. And they're like, Matt, we're going to book it. I'm like, hold on. Let's see what the difference is. A lot of times when you go online, you're not seeing your taxes. They're not including transfers. They're not including resort fees. They're not including all of the added extra things that us as travel advisors are going to give you a one package price and say, hey, this is what it is. We've got your transfers. Not only do we have your transfers, but we're probably dealing with a company that we know personally, that we deal with the drivers personally, that we're dealing with. If there's an issue, we can pick up the phone. I can send a text message and say, hey, it's Matt. My clients are at Cancun Airport. Their driver hasn't shown up. Is there a problem? And hey, yeah, there's an accident down the road. But with that, a lot has to do with experience. Part of being a travel advisor is we do have the luck to get to go to a lot of these places. I've seen resorts all over the world, in some places I would have never have thought to go to. Puerto Vallarta, the west coast of Mexico. I had the beautiful opportunity to stay at Hard Rock Vallarta. It was amazing. It was gorgeous. We got to see one of the dream properties over there also, as well as some of their town. And being from the East Coast, I would have never have even experienced that. So our experience of knowing when you call and say, I would like to go to this particular destination, this is what I would like in my destination, having the ability to say to your clients, hey, you're arriving at Punta Cana Airport. When you walk through arrivals, you're going to walk out and you're going to see 500 people all pulling at you. And we booked your trip through Delta Vacations. So you're going to look to the left. You're going to see the guy wearing the white shirt with the blue tie. It's going to say Delta Vacations. That's where you're going to go. That experience, that's priceless. Going to a new country, it helps to have for your travel advisor to give you that information. And yes, obviously you can find that online. Of course, you can find anything online. I could buy a car online, but are we buying cars online? No, we're still going to a car dealership. We're still dealing with a car salesman. We're still dealing in not not that we want to compare a travel advisor to a car dealer salesman, but there's a different feel to it. We are your advocates. We are your 24-hour go-to person that I can tell you that it's 10:35 New York time here, and I had a client text me and say, "Hey Matt, I'm at a place in Riviera Maya. Do I have to deal with my transfers tomorrow? And the answer is no. I already emailed their transfer confirmation. It's done. It's taken care of. We've handled everything seamless. And the best part about that is 99% of the time, our price is either the same, we can match it, if not better. And I'll digress for a second and tell a quick story. I had a family friend wants to take his family to Sydney, Australia. Went online, looked at United, looked at Delta, looked at Virgin, not Virgin Atlantic, Virgin Australia. Any which way he looked at it, he was upwards of $18,000. Having the knowledge, the experience, I was able to go to one of our preferred tour operators. I got them their 4 tickets to Sydney through Dallas. I got them not just comfort, not just coach seats. I got them Delta Comfort. Got them a rental car, and the price was $7,000 less. Now, does that happen every day? Of course not. No, and I'm not blowing smoke up my butt, pardon my French, but there are ways that us as travel advisors know these things that you'll just never find. Our resources, meeting the general managers of these properties, getting to see these properties, the resources of our consortiums, being my agency is part of the Travel Leaders Network. It is incredible the resources that we have available to us to pass along to you as a client. You can go onto a cruise website, book a cruise, no problem. ABC, you booked it, great, thank you. The cruise, you want to make a payment, you call the 800 number, okay. But travel agencies, especially some of the ones that do a lot of business with these cruise agencies, maybe we're able to offer you a little something extra. It might be something simple, a bottle of wine, some strawberries, a welcome gift, a VIP disembarkment when it's time to go home at the end of the time. Things that aren't going to cost you a penny, not costing the agency a penny, but because of our relationship with our operators, with our relationship with you as our customers, we can pass that along to you. Super important, the convenience. Client calls today and says, I want to go between November 10th and November 24th. I want to go on a cruise out of New York. Matt, please find me something. An hour later, in her email, she had 5 different options, the pricing options. She had 2 options at that point. She can click the button, book it right there, right through our agency, or call me up and say, Matt, this is the cruise I want. We pass that along. We take the deposit. We do everything for them. We register them online. We get them their information. We can get them car services from home to the cruise ports. And that's not just here in the East Coast. We have advisors all throughout the all 50 states in the union. It is super important to do that. One of the biggest reasons that I got into this business years ago, and to this day, and people will talk about it, is I love finding a deal. I love finding that deal for our clients. If I can save you $50, $100, you know what that is to me? To me, that's a night out with my wife. To me, that's a night out of an extra 20 minutes at the gambling table on a cruise ship. That is maybe some extra souvenirs. We work hard for our money. We want to save it. We want to find that value in our money. And to us, that's personal. We get to know our clients. We get to build relationships. I've become friends. We've even had clients that become travel advisors with us for our agency, and that's huge. It's so important to have that trust. And there are times that we have clients that become unhappy, that things don't go necessarily the way that we want them to, and that even happened today. And for any travel advisor, any travel agency owner that tells you that they don't have an unhappy client is full of garbage. They are 100%. There is always somebody unhappy, whether it's a travel advisor's fault, it's the supplier's fault, or maybe the client just can't be made happy. But I can tell you from personal experience, we will do everything in our power to help make the best possible experience for you, for your family. Some of those, like I mentioned before, those added amenities. knowing the general managers of some of these big resorts, being at these resorts on a regular basis. We just had recently, my agency had a large group go to Hard Rock Riviera Maya, and to know the sales manager there and to say, hey, is there a possibility that we could have in each room white chocolate that says from Maddie K Travel? Not the most expensive thing in the world. It's just a little gesture. It's just a little something. And we were able to provide that. Not that that's a make it or break it, but if it doesn't cost you anything. One of the things we deal with, we have clients right now, we do a lot of destination weddings. We're growing our destination wedding business incredibly. We're very grateful for the word of mouth referrals that are coming in, but knowing the destinations, knowing what we can partner our clients with the proper destination. That there's times, and I have little kids. There's certain destinations I don't think are great for little kids. Versus, I don't think that there's certain destinations that are great for those who are a little older that maybe have a difficult time walking. They're using a walker or a wheelchair, some things of that nature. And I think that having that experience as a travel advisor is something it's just priceless compared to finding something and jumping onto one of these online sites and seeing a bunch of beautiful pictures of the beach, a palm tree, somebody kayaking or windsurfing. And there definitely are some added benefits to that. One of the greatest things that I ever got to partner with was down in the Bahamas. Was I met a driver who has since become our agency's private driver. The particular resort that was charging transfer fee from Nassau Airport to their hotel was upwards of $130. And I partnered with this gentleman, and he charges literally half that price. And he'll come with car seats. He'll come with a clean car. He's always on time. He's got a sign waiting there with your name on it. And that's those little simple things are priceless. It just recently also happened in Orlando. We have a gentleman, and I'll use his name, Saeed. Saeed has a company down there that is incredible. My own family got stuck on our way to a quick little Disney cruise that we had done, and the company we had used originally left us hanging. Saeed stepped in. We have since used him a multitude of times. His pricing is better than anything that you'll find anywhere else. The safety, the knowledge, to me, for anybody who doesn't know the background of where I come from the background of being a paramedic up here in New York, and I find that when we go on vacation, we want to feel safe. We want to feel relaxed. We don't want to worry. We don't want to be looking over our shoulders. We don't want to have to worry from the second we get off that plane. We want a week's worth of vacation that is uneventful, that is relaxing and totally worry-free. And to us as travel advisors running a travel agency, to be able to provide those things versus just being another number on one of those online travel agencies. And there's nothing wrong with them. I don't speak any ill will and say that one company is better than another, but I can tell you that us as a local company, we're members of the Chamber of Commerce. We sponsor the local baseball team, the local high school. We're part of just about every possible thing in our community that you can think of. That if you had the opportunity to support your local travel agency and support your local travel advisors, I ask you to strongly consider that. I think the value that we bring to you is greater than anything that you'll find online. And I do apologize as I stare at myself. I have these weird headphones on. I'm wearing a t-shirt. It's late at night. Trying to get the whole headphone microphone thing down. But truly consider the use of a travel advisor. And if you're hesitant, if you've had a negative experience, we've all had negative experiences with people in all different industries. Consider giving us a call. It doesn't cost us anything. It doesn't cost you anything to give us a call. Let us quote you. Let us work with you. We're not going to spam you out and harass you with 1,000 phone calls. We are just like you. I hate when people call me 100 times. I will never let myself or any of my advisors do that. So, Matty K Travel, we are based here in New York. We are Castle Vacations. We are MK Destination Weddings. We are all over the United States. We would love to hear from you. You can reach us at the mattyktravelgroup.com. Our main number 516-366-9008. And thank you so much for tuning into our channel. Click the thumbs up button if you like hearing more from us, and we will talk to you soon.